67% of Americans have no idea what their net worth is. Not tracking it, not growing it, not even knowing the number. Meanwhile, a $100,000 salary still leaves most people broke. Federal Reserve data backs this up. Income and wealth are not the same thing. You're running faster and faster on a wheel that never moves forward. The problem isn't your paycheck, it's your system. Most people spend first. Wealth builders invest first. Always. One habit. $200 a month, 40 years, $671,000. That's not a typo. That's the 1% rule in action. Every discretionary purchase over 1% of your net worth. Pause. Net worth? $20,000? Your threshold is $200. Net worth $50,000? The bar moves to $500. The rule scales with you. Your discipline has to scale with it. Under $100,000 net worth, this rule is non-negotiable. Wait a week before buying. 30 days if it's expensive. Most of the time, after a month, you won't want it. Desire is engineered. Your wallet suffers for it. 12% of a $20,000 net worth gone in 1 year. That's $2,400 a year, leaking out quietly. Lifestyle creep is silent. Compound interest is loud. Eventually, 2 characters, same salary, different systems. Watch what happens. Alex earns $80,000, spends $75,000, invests $5,000. Jordan earns the same, spends $55,000, invests $25,000. 10 years later, Jordan has a net worth 4 times higher than Alex. Same salary. Wildly different worlds. The gap is the system. Your income is not your wealth. Your savings rate is. A 30% savings rate on $60,000 beats a 5% rate on $100,000. Every extra percent saved today is leverage. Pure compounding leverage. 60% of 6-figure earners live paycheck to paycheck. The BMW in the driveway. The zero in the account. The trap is real. The person driving a 10-year-old Toyota with $1 million in VOO is wealthier. Stealth wealth isn't modest. It's strategic. It's intentional. Social signaling costs you. Compound interest rewards silence. Average new car ownership cost $11,577 per year. That's AAA data. That's not opinion. That's the real cost of status. Invested at 8%, $11,000 a year becomes over $1 million in 30 years. The car depreciates. The investment appreciates. Pick the math that works. Average U.S. homeownership cost $21,400 annually. Lifestyle decisions have compounding consequences. Most people never do this math. Every dollar you don't spend is a seed. Every seed left unplanted is gone forever. The real cost of bad habits isn't the purchase. It's the compound loss. Spending $20 a day on convenience costs $55,000 over 10 years compounded. The goal isn't zero fun. The goal is awareness before spending. Awareness converts spending into investing, one decision at a time. We've covered how you leak money. Now I'm going to show you how to multiply it, starting with the move most people completely miss. You're not getting rich renting out your time. That's not an opinion, that's math. 24 hours in a day. That's your hard cap if you sell time. Equity has no cap. Ownership scales while you sleep. Real estate agents prove this. Selling a $3 million home versus $1 million, same effort, triple the commission. Look for roles that pay a percentage of the outcome, not just the hours logged. Even high earners, doctors, lawyers, often don't build real wealth. Lifestyle eats it. Tax refunds are not a gift. They're your money held hostage by the IRS all year. But when the windfall arrives, bonus, refund, inheritance, don't spend it. Deploy it. The rule: 10% fun, 90% invested, every time, no exceptions. $3,000, 20 years, 8%. That tax refund becomes $133,000. That's 90% of $3,000 a year. Invested, not spent. 20 years at 8%. The best account for this? A Roth IRA. Tax-free growth forever. Alex spends the bonus, Jordan invests it, both earn the same. Watch the gap widen. Job hopping increases salary faster than loyalty. LendingTree data confirms it. Moving to a company with 500 or more employees, average 15% salary bump. Smaller companies, 5 to 6%. Still better than a typical annual raise of 3%. Negotiating a $5,000 higher starting salary with 3% raises is worth $59,000 over a career. Know what you want, what you'll accept, and your backup plan before any negotiation. Negotiation isn't just salary. It covers utility bills, insurance, repairs. Everything has a price. The best investment account is the one you actually fund, not the one you research. IRS 2026. You can contribute $24,500 to a 401k if you're under 50. Over 50? $32,500. Catch-up contributions exist for a reason. IRA 2026, $7,500 per year under 50, $8,600 over 50. Employer matches a 100% return on day one. If you're not taking it, you're leaving money behind. Tax-deferred growth in a traditional 401k means your money compounds faster, taxes come later. Tax loss harvesting. Sell losing positions, offset your gains, then buy back a similar fund. This keeps you in the market while cutting your tax bill. It's legal, it works. 1% annual fee on $200,000 over 30 years costs you $170,000 in compounding. VOO has a 0.03% expense ratio. That fee drag disappears. Build a high-value skill. Data analytics or SQL can double income from 60 to 120. Welding, HVAC, electrical work. Trades in high demand with low supply pay 6 figures consistently. Growing income faster than expenses is the engine. Everything else is just fuel. Jordan applies this. Alex doesn't. At year 5, the gap is already $32,000. If this is landing, hit subscribe. The algorithm won't surface this kind of data twice. The mechanics are clear. But there's a layer underneath all of this that most people never reach. And that's where the real wealth lives. Here's what almost nobody talks about. 67% of Americans don't track their net worth at all. That's Credit Karma data. And it explains a lot. You can't manage what you won't measure. Net worth formula, assets minus liabilities. That's it. Start there. Do it quarterly. Tracking accelerates growth. Awareness changes behavior. The data supports this consistently. Compound interest is not a math concept. It is a boulder rolling downhill. Slow at first, then unstoppable. $1,000 per month at 10% average returns becomes over $200,000 in 10 years. Vanguard's historical data shows VOO averaging 10+% annually over the last 30 years. VTI tracks the total U.S. market, 3,600 stocks. Diversification is automatic. SCHD focuses on dividend growth, historically averaging 8 to 9% annually plus dividends. A simple 3-fund portfolio, U.S. stocks, international stocks, bonds, covers nearly everything. Diversification is not about owning more. It's about owning less of the wrong things. Peter Thiel turned his Roth IRA into over $5 billion. Tax-free. The structure matters. You think fees are small. A 1% fee is not small. It is silent compound theft. Index funds eliminate that fee problem. Morningstar data shows active funds underperform index funds over 20 years, consistently. 60% of Americans who track net worth quarterly report faster progress than those who don't. Jordan tracks net worth every quarter. Alex has never looked at the number once. Automation removes the decision. Remove the decision, remove the failure point. Automate, utilities, rent, credit cards, savings transfers, investment contributions, all 5. Today. Set it and never think about it again. That's the point. Discipline is a finite resource. Financial literacy compounds exactly like money. Every concept learned multiplies the next one. Understanding compound interest makes you start earlier. That single shift changes everything downstream. Waiting 10 years to start investing costs you more than doubling your contributions later. Understanding tax efficiency restructures every financial decision you make going forward. Understanding financial psychology stops the behavioral leaks that kill most portfolios silently. Wealth builders aren't necessarily highest earners. They make better decisions with what they have. You think the problem is income. It isn't. It never was. It's always been the gap. The boulder metaphor is real. At year 1 of investing, nothing feels like it's happening. By year 10, you look up and the velocity is undeniable. That's the compound curve becoming real. Jordan is at year 7. The boulder is moving. Alex is still standing at the top of the hill. You've seen the data. Now I'm going to show you the complete system, the exact order, the exact accounts, the exact moves. Don't close this. Step 1 in the system. Max your employer 401k match before you do anything else with your money. That is a guaranteed 100% return on day 1. No ETF on earth matches that. Step 2, open a Roth IRA. Fund it with $7,500 a year, every single year. Inside that Roth IRA, put it in VOO or VTI. Broad market, low fee, long time horizon. Step 3, apply the 1% spending rule. Every purchase over 1% of your net worth gets a 30-day wait. Step 4, apply the 90-10 windfall rule to every bonus, refund, or unexpected income stream. Step 5, automate all 5 financial flows: utilities, rent, credit cards, savings, investments. Step 6, track your net worth every quarter. Write the number down, watch it move. Step 7, grow the income side. Job hop, negotiate, build a high-value skill. All 3 if possible. Every dollar of income growth that doesn't go to lifestyle goes directly to net worth velocity. Most people get a raise and immediately upgrade their lifestyle. That's how you stay exactly where you are. The gap between income and spending is the only number that actually matters for net worth growth. Negotiate before every renewal. Insurance, utilities, subscriptions, everything expires. Everything can be renegotiated. The average household overpays insurance by $400 to $600 annually without knowing it. $600 annually, compounded at 8% over 20 years, is $66,000. Expense audits, every 6 months. Track every category. Cut the ones that don't buy you life quality. The 3-fund portfolio in a tax-advantaged account is the baseline. Everything else is optional. QQQ adds tech concentration. Higher volatility, higher historical returns, 11 to 14% over 20 years. Only add concentrated ETFs when the base is fully built. Sequence matters enormously. The boulder is rolling. Jordan's is halfway down the mountain. Alex just found the hill. The system works regardless of where you start. It does not work if you wait. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a started plan with consistent action behind it. If you're starting from zero, open the Roth IRA this week. Fund it with whatever you have, even $50. $50 a month at 10% over 40 years is $263,000. The amount is almost irrelevant at the start. The habit and the account structure are everything. Cutting expenses isn't about suffering. It's about redirecting money from forgettable to compounding. Average American spends over $3,000 annually on dining out. Redirected, compounding asset, $3,000 annually at 8% over 30 years is $340,000. Keep learning. 1 YouTube video per week on personal finance compounds into transformation within a year. Financial literacy is not a subject. It is a lens. Once you have it, every dollar looks different. Financial literacy teaches you to question fees, structures, and defaults, all of which cost you by design. A high-deductible health plan with an HSA can become a triple tax-advantaged investment account. HSA 2026 limits: $4,300 for individuals, $8,550 for families. After 65, HSA funds become a second traditional IRA. Most people never use this strategy. The complete tax-advantage stack: 401k match first, Roth IRA second, max 401k third, HSA fourth. Then taxable brokerage for overflow, after you've maxed every tax-sheltered option available to you. Each decision you make with better information is worth more than the one before it. That is knowledge compounding. The full picture: spending psychology, income mechanics, account structure, ETF allocation, tax strategy, automation. None of these steps require luck, connections, or a wealthy starting point. They require decisions. The median millionaire built wealth over 22 to 28 years. No shortcut, just consistency. This is where Jordan is now. Year 12. Net worth $340,000. Alex, $42,000. Alex started the system at year 12. The gap will take 15 years to close, even with identical behavior from here. That gap, the one between Jordan and Alex, is time. 12 years of time priced in real dollars. Jordan retires at 62 with a $1.4 million portfolio. Alex works until 67 for a $600,000 outcome. Same salary, same country, same tax code. Two completely different financial realities. The only variable was the system. The boulder metaphor becomes your life if you let it. Push it early, let it roll, stay out of the way. The system in 8 steps: employer match, Roth IRA, 3-fund ETF, 1% rule, 90-10 windfall, automate, track, negotiate. Run the system for 12 months. You will not recognize your financial life. Not because of luck, because of math. Not one person running this system correctly, with discipline, has regretted it. The data supports that. The only question left is whether you start now or watch someone else do it first. 67% of Americans still don't know their number. You do now, that's already the difference. The system won't save you from bad luck, but it will make sure that nothing, absolutely nothing, stays wasted. 67% never check the number. You just watch 20 minutes to understand it. That gap, that's the whole game. Subscribe. I decode the boring documents every week so you don't have to.